This is a Monster in the Mind, and it's a documentary about Alzheimer's disease. And are you afraid of Alzheimer's disease? Probably, because more people are scared to death of Alzheimer's than any other disease, more than cancer, more than heart disease. And when I started this documentary, I was really terrified because I found out several years ago that I have the major gene for old age Alzheimer's. So, pretty scary. And I am a medical journalist. I was with CNN for a while as their medical correspondent, and I've been a medical journalist for about 50 years. So I decided that I needed to find out everything I could about Alzheimer's. And believe me, it was quite a trip. When I started in, I thought I knew quite a lot. But the truth is that almost everything that I thought I knew, and about everything that is out there that you probably think you know about Alzheimer's, I found out was almost totally wrong. So everything was a surprise in the documentary. I had myself tested several times. I've had MRIs to my head. I've had PET scans. I've had blood tests. I've done it all. And I think that you will be surprised when you see this documentary what the researchers are now saying about it. So as it went along, I began to see that some of the fear is really exaggerated. And the main thing that is very uplifting about this documentary is that it actually has good news about Alzheimer's. You think the rates are going up? They're not. They're going down. And there are lots of things that you can do to prevent Alzheimer's and dementia. And I found that out myself by having all of these tests. So I call it probably the only really upbeat documentary that has been made about Alzheimer's. And it's not the usual. It's become somewhat controversial documentary because things are really changing with researchers in the field. They are saying they can tell now what things you can do to help prevent it. And so at the end, people come out of the theater or out of the TV viewing to see that they feel much better about Alzheimer's than they ever felt before. So that's my documentary. I bring it here because it's my North American premiere. This is the first time that this documentary is being shown at any film festival, and here at Woodstock. And they invited me, and it got here, and I'm very, very happy that it did.
And what are you looking forward to this weekend?
I look forward to, actually, I'm showing it today and tomorrow, and I look forward to a lot of the questions from the audience, and I always like to see the audience reaction, because to tell you the truth, the documentary in some places is really very funny. And so I like to hear the audience finally kind of get it and say, oh my, well, it's not what I thought. And so it has a lot of moments of revelations that I'm always glad to see an audience have. I actually just got here, but my favorite part is walking in here and you're doing this interview with me. I haven't had a chance to see the films yet, but I know that they'll be excellent because Woodstock has such a fantastic reputation of being such a wonderful film festival to come to. So I was very pleased that I was invited.